love how Link's the only person in the world who, like, sees a candle in, like, a dark cave with bats, and he's like, that's fucking mine!
Yeah, and he holds it up like, woo! Anyone seeing this?
I know they're right, but damn, makes me feel good!
Oh, God. Little respect, please!
Now that's amazing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to The Brony Show, episode 379. And we are on fire! Yeah, that was terrible. However, we are also here to bring you the fun and silliness of the Brony community for this week. I am your host, as always, Circuit Main. Of course, I am not by myself. I have a wonderful cavalcade of panelists here to bring you all of the silliness along with me. We are joined by Tech Stallion.
I'm teamless.
Toakoi.
I am head of a team that doesn't exist yet.
Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
I'm my own team at all times. Fuck you.
And we also have DM21 hiding out in the chat here, but well, we'll get to that here in just a moment, unless he wants to do a quick shout out for himself. And of course, we're going to bring you all of the fun and silliness of the Brony community. However, this week we are going to be doing something fun. Now, of course, the big fun thing that we normally do, and everybody actually really gets involved because we can come up with some silly stuff, is captioning. Of course, some of you might remember this, where we caption, we get a nice little picture, and we ask you, please caption this. We want to know what you think is happening in this picture. Of course, every time we've done this so far, we've gotten 8 to 10 different answers, and they've been a little difficult to sift through. Not that it's been a bad thing. It's actually been a lot of fun. I think it's great how everybody wants to get involved with it. The thing is that we can only really allow panelists on it, as well as maybe the 1 or 2 odd chatters, but it makes things a little difficult, especially if people in chat want to get involved. So we've decided we're going to change up the formula a little bit this time. In this case, we are going to do a combination. We're going to do teams. Essentially, all I'm asking is for people to come together and say, you know what? You and me are buddies. We can come up with some great stuff. Let's be on a team together and make some horrible, horrible captions for these weird images so that everybody can be completely and mentally, utterly destroyed.
You're a bit late on both of those.
And of course, all we're asking at this moment is for 4 people to volunteer to be teams. At the moment, though, we had a lot of people. I've actually had a lot of people saying, you know, they want to be in, but they don't have a team to be in yet. But at the same time, nobody has set up actual teams yet. So, we are looking for teams still. Technically, we got plenty of people that want to play, but we don't have people that are leading. Except for Toa, who's kind of a leader of his own. Unless people want to join Team Toa for some reason. So
I am willing to accept 3 others to join me, and they have the say.
I'll join you, Toa.
Okay, I have room for 2 more.
You can have as many as you want. The team, I'm just asking for 4 different teams. You can have 20 team members for all I care.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm trying to keep it even.
Fair enough. Okay, so it looks like we already got Team Toa and Techman. So all I'm asking is for somebody to come up, tell me they're the team captain, and also provide a team name. So we got 3 more spots open there for anybody. This could be a panelist, or this can be in our chat room. Along with
Hey,
that,
Cole.
speaking of which, hi Cole.
Circuit.
Yes.
I told you, horse remorse is gonna happen.
There we go. So we have 2 teams now. Horse Remorse. Our friends at the Equestrian Flag Stop have their team. So we have 2 team spots still open. I'm sure Suki would be more than willing to lead one. If you reach out to him nicely and beg. Actually, I think DM 2012 actually might have a team too, or actually,
So realistically, we have Toa and Techman now Cole.
Toa and Tekmin are actually on their own team now. So they're their own team. What their team name is, I don't know. Cole Dust has his own team. So, and didn't you say you had one DM12?
No, I didn't.
Ah. Okay, so essentially we got 2 more team spots open. And what I would like is just, you can communicate however you want. I just would like the team leads to reach out whenever they have their entry for the image. And if possible, also join us on the call just to goof around with the entries. However, if they cannot or do not want to, they are not required to. This allows us to have people in chat have their own team if they want. Again, this is just, this is a little trial. So admittedly, this is also going to be messy. This is going to be messy. There's no denying that. But with messy, I think it will also help us see if this will actually work for Hakon. So if you want to join in a team together, go ahead and do so. Just message me directly if you have a team and you want to take one of the 2 team spots, and give me a team name, please. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and talk a little bit about what's going on with the Brony community for this week while everybody gets their teams together. And remember, try to message me directly. It's going to be the best way to make sure that we get you cemented in. Oh, dear world. Oh, that's Euro. Okay, okay. You know what? I didn't know that this existed, but I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna start off our what's up. Well, that's more news stuff, but maybe a little what's up, Brony. Maybe a little column A, column B there.
Whichever you are comfortable with, boss. It is your show.
My brain is never comfortable. It is constantly bouncing back and forth in insanity. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the What's Up Brony. And so the big question is, what is Up Bronies?
I finished up that lamp project that I started last week, and now I'm making little robots for a YouTube channel called Tale Foundry, which goes into, literature and how writing works from fiction. In other words, I'm being me and crazy.
Fair enough. Okay. Alright, and I don't really got anything going on in my case with What's Up Brony. Actually, I might as well jump into this a little bit. I have been working diligently on getting my art together, and I did try to get our Challenge of the Week out for this week. I didn't finish, though, but I do have evidence that I have been working at it. Behold the horrible attempt at sketching that and vector arting, which I'm probably going to end up tossing away or trying to do ink draws after the show is over for tonight or something. I don't know. This is horrible. This feels like an abomination somehow.
It's not that bad.
But yeah, no, let it not be said I wasn't trying.
Oh, I know you were trying, but your life is far more hectic than mine, so...
Yeah. However, I do have a reason why I haven't been... I have been working on other bits of art. In fact, the reason the other kind of art I've been working on is somebody posted on my Tumblr recently. A well-known banana pwn Tumblr who constantly gives people bananas, and they recently just gave me a banana.
Banana pie. Good
Yes.
person.
So, I've been actually working on trying to craft a response to that. Here's image number 1 that I got that I'm still slightly working on.
Nice.
I don't think it is, but then again, I don't know. I got no confidence in my art right now, but I'm still trying, so that's what...
Dude, is it a completed thing?
It's not complete, no. This is just one panel of a 2 or 3 comic response panel.
But it is one part complete.
No, I got to go back and fix the legs a little bit. There needs to be a few more lines along here to actually show that I'm sitting on my haunches and that there's actually a haunch there. Now that I think about it, because you just got this flat nothing. It looks like my legs are literally glued to my belly.
Fair enough, but you know what I mean.
I'm working. Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
I get that, and I am trying, and I am proud of that. But I am still going to beat myself up to hell and back because that's what artists do. You work really hard on an art. You give it your best. You're actually slightly proud of it, but you can't admit to it in any way. I know that they're wonky. I know the legs are wonky. Ah! I know they're wonky. Okay. Oh, actually, no, cancel that. I'm not going to delete that by adding. But that has been my little bit of What's Up Brony. I have been trying to get my art back on track here, along with other things. But yeah, it's going to take time. It's going to take time. Other than that, though, nothing much is going on. Just getting prepared for HawkCon, as well as I'm hoping to get my plane tickets for BabsCon here in the next week or two. So I'm cementing my plans for BabsCon as well. I'm excited for that. And anyway, that's up with me. What is up with the rest of you, bronies? Well, that was descriptive as hell.
I'm sick as hell. Well, maybe not as hell, but still.
Fair point. Suki, anything up with you aside from your new stream stuff?
No.
Okay, then on to news.
Okay, all right. Yeah, this has been kind of a quiet week. Even in videos this week, there were plenty, but there was a lot of them were just some of them were just analysis videos. So I plumped in one there. I haven't gotten to in a while, and I really wanted to. Oh, hey, Textalion. I have not been able to test out the new Kippy yet. Techman. Hey, Techman. Sorry, Textalion. There's a Techman's on the chat.
IRC.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have the information on the IRC. The problem is I don't know how to edit the website, and I haven't contacted Rayo on that yet, and I really need to. I do. I gotta just we gotta try to get the site updated. There's a lot we gotta get updated with the site. We really need to reboot this. Moving on. Where was I?
Speaking of reboots.
No, not yet. Instead, no, not yet. No, we're gonna talk about these trucks. So yeah, somebody just tossed a bunch of truck images to us, and I thought I'd just go ahead and go with it. First off, we have a toy Luna truck that was designed explicit. It looks exactly like Luna. But yeah, this is a toy one. On the other hand, if you want to go something a little more digital, it looks like Euro Truck Simulator actually has a full-on custom body skin of MLP that you can put onto a truck and drive around with. In all honesty, it looks really awesome. I did like it. It feels a little...
I thought that was a real truck for a second.
No, Euro Truck Simulator actually does a really good job with simulating Euro trucks. Yeah, I can put up a few shots here that make it really obvious that it is definitely digital. It's definitely an older thing, though. A lot of the vectors are definitely of an older type, but it's still fun. And, you know, why not, right? It's always fun. Oh, okay, so let's see here. Alright, well, let's go ahead and jump into news then. And I'll go ahead and do this one at a time. Thank you, Toa.
Excuse me for trying to do a good transition or segue.
And there's good segues, and then there's it almost looks like you're trying to yank the spotlight out. Well, I mean, a good segue would have been, it's all about that pony life. When you're talking about like dressing up a truck like ponies.
Oh,
No,
ew,
I was
it's
talking
those.
about the reboot.
No,
Oh no, it's those ponies.
yeah. Well, they had to come up eventually. So at the moment, the video has not come back up. The Toy Fair did not show anything in regards to pony life. However, it looks like an on-time retailer. Blah blah blah. I know how to speak English in words. An online retailer by the name of Punch Bowl has Pony Life merchandise in the way of invitational cards at this point. Honestly, I couldn't help but come up with horrible things to do with these cards, where it's just like you send it to your ex, you might want to get tested for syphilis. You send it to your grandma. Granddad just died from the combine harvester. Send it to your boss. I don't quit. I just don't like you all that much. So I'm going to do a half-ass job for the rest of my time here. Sorry,
Really, he has lost his mind.
I don't know. I just thinking about it now is just hilarious. Just could you imagine just coming up with these horrible greeting cards with just these messed up. Oh, worse, like you send it to your mom. I'm sorry, I slept with my sister. Send it to your best friend. I'm sorry, I slept with your sister.
Okay, that one's
And
not
you hit.
bad.
No, send it to your best friend. I'm sorry, I slept with your sister and your mom and your grandma. That was a weird night. But no, seriously, Pony Life is still coming. And actually, now that I bring it up here real fast, has anybody seen the reviews about I don't want to even call it Teen Titans Roar, because even Teen Titans seems to have some structure. Thundercats Roar. Thundercats Roar.
Wait, did that actually happen?
Apparently,
Yes.
they released the first couple of
Yeah.
episodes. Released the first couple episodes on the Cartoon Network app, and it is everything that you thought it would be and worse. It is actually painful. I watched somebody reviewing, I saw little snippets, and even the snippets were just, I don't know how you would describe this thing. When it looks like Teen Titans Go is actually toned down compared to this, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah. Wow. Just like you just search it on YouTube and everything, and then the last week is let's see, Thundercats Roar is trash. We need to talk about Thundercats Roar. The first impressions video. Thundercats Roar teaches boys to hate themselves.
No, it is completely painful. I have no idea how to describe it in any real words. I mean, it is almost, it's almost like they actually cartoonified Teen Titans Go more somehow. They actually made it more toony, which you shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't want to do that.
Thundercats Roar is worse than we thought. We didn't have high hopes to begin with.
Exactly. It is worse than any. I don't know if I could ever actually watch an episode of it.
Thundercats Roar did nothing wrong.
What, really?
Yeah, somebody. At least they're touting themselves as fair. Like their thumbnail is fair review. Everything. So I guess they trying to do it from not being a Thundercats fan. I guess.
Fair enough. I mean, I gotta admit, if you are a Thundercats fan from either the old generation or even the more recent one that actually wasn't too bad, this is definitely like a step in the wrong direction, and everything I hope Pony Life doesn't end up like. It's actually what we're most afraid of in regards to something like this. At the same time, though, they set the bar so stupidly low, it would be really hard for Pony Life to actually make it worse.
Let me see.
I don't think it can be worse than Roar, simply because...
You don't think so, but don't test these people either.
Okay, I do have to admit the clip they put online does start off well. it's just looking at a planet. The announcer just goes, "There's Thundera, the most beautiful planet in all the universe." But oh well, things don't last, and it explodes.
Yeah, it's had some okay moments, and then it just kind of peters off in a weird way.
I'm going to say this: the psych ads are funny. The voices are the annoying part.
Well, any case, let's go ahead and get moved on here. This isn't the Thundercats Roar happy hour or unhappy hour, I guess. It's the Brony Show. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about Pony Life. Toys have started to pop up in Walmart in Major now. So you can't get away from Pony Life no matter where you go, and we're going to have to expect this. However, the toys aren't actually all that bad, all things considered. The open mouth thing is a little weird, but they don't look too bad either. However, the...
Meyer, not Major.
Sorry. sorry. So, apparently my show has rapidly become, what can I say, to have somebody suddenly jumping into the call and correcting me or telling me I'm an idiot. Trains aren't the best locomotion out there. In fact, I think cars are a lot more efficient, and planes are even better.
You know those right words, right?
That's kind of it. I want to see who pops in the moment I say stuff like this. It's actually kind of funny to guess. Anyway, let's go ahead and move right along here. Before Cold Dust starts, I think Cold Dust might actually be trying to run down my house at this point. Anyway, moving on. So, apparently, if
You fuck. You fuck. Get fucked.
Okay.
Also, I totally clicked on the wrong call chat in a completely different server by accident to get here.
Wow, he railroaded us so badly, he ran into the wrong chat.
Side note, hot chocolate with salted caramel is fucking excellent.
Actually,
Fuck you.
It does sound quite delicious.
It is.
So moving right along here, let's not poke the bee's nest anymore until we get to the caption portion. Pony Life had a bunch of Lunas get shipped out that were marked as Celestia. Whether this means that it'll end up a collector's item or it will just be a bunch of one-off boxes, who knows. Honestly, I'm kind of debating getting that because I think it would end up being some sort of collector's item just because it's obviously a wrong label item. But yeah, apparently, so the princesses are still in Pony Life, so they're not going anywhere either. Much to their chagrin, I'm sure. Moving right along here. Now, this is congratulations to Equestria Daily, who reaches 9 years old. It's said that in their basement they also have peace porridge, also in hot and cold. Okay, that was a bad joke, especially since it's supposed to be 9 days old. Anyway, so Equestria Daily, who we've been using for our news articles, our media entitlement, our media enters, and things like that, everything. I basically check it every day I can. It has reached 9 years old, so that is a big milestone for any blogging site. Let alone...
man that will have a 9-year-old show in a few months.
Don't remind me. Anyway... But yeah, still, big hats off to Equestria Daily and their awesome work and how it will continue to go. I give them all the best. Good job, Sophisto. Good job. So, who's ready for the My Little Pony manga 2? So, we talked about it before. I have yet to get a copy of it. And now they got the second manga that won't be out for another few more months. But on April 7th, we will see a emergence of the My Little Pony manga. Of course, they've already started to show off some preview pages, including Pinky apparently going to eat dresses. Apparently, Rarity is making a dress that looks like a piece of cake. Then, of course, we get the random joke of Twilight Sparkle trying to do something very carefully and very important And, of course, Pinky gets involved. And then... Oh, so that's interesting. So, anybody wanted to know what a three-winged race looks like?
Three-winged race?
Three-winged race. I gotta admit, that's a new concept I didn't think about, but... Yeah, apparently you tie two ponies' wings together so that they have to use their external wings to fly. It's a three-winged race.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in practice that would break the two wings that are tied together.
Oh no, that would not work well. It would not. Then again, we are also talking about creatures that use their wings as literal hands whenever they need to gesture, grab something, eat donuts, put things in bags. So it'd be probably more the equivalent of us extending an arm out and getting it tied together and then trying to flap with the other wing. Hand. I didn't say wing. Who said wing? I don't know what wing is.
Although, to be fair, six-legged race is kind of funny.
That's an interesting wallpaper. Did I miss something? Huh, I guess my wallpaper did something weird and I didn't notice. Alright.
Creature, at this point, check the wallpaper.
No, that's something else. The wallpaper's different now. My wallpaper changes every few minutes, so I could have easily missed it. Yeah, it's fun. You never know what you'll find. So finally, this isn't something that we're going to show off because it's 50 minutes long, but a new Princess Celestia ASMR has been released.
Can be quite interesting, I have to admit.
Essentially, an ASMR is a audio program that you just kind of listen to, kind of to provide a calm and relaxing atmosphere, almost like a meditative music, but instead you're actually listening to sounds or somebody talking or things like that.
Or having a loud fan in the background.
There's some really weird ones for white noise purposes, but in this case, you're listening to Celestia talk to you for about 50 minutes.
Well, unfortunately, I had to abolish it after a rather unfortunate incident. Let's just say that not everything...
That's right, Cabrioni. Cabrioni? Is it Cabrioni?
Had to learn it the hard way one day. Of course, all the damage to...
But if you're curious about it, it is in our show notes, so be sure to take a look. Thanos tells you his plan while eating KFC ASMR. Oh my god. I shouldn't be as surprised as I am. Oh.
And yet here we are.
Okay, you know what, why not? We already talked about it a little bit here. Equestria Daily just barely posted this. I'm going to go ahead and jump in. So, Hasbro's Amazon store has gone all in on Pony Life. It appears that they've done a complete revamp of their store over on Amazon, and obviously have Pony Life did to hell and back. Rarity looks ridiculously high. Oh my god, rarity looks ridiculously high. Come on, please let me see. Is there another image like that, or is that just in the corner there? No, it's just there in the corner. Can anybody get? Hold on, let me move the chat window here. Okay, we're gonna zoom this in. People have got to see this.
Dresses.
It doesn't help that her eyes are different sizes too. In fact, that's why she looks so ridiculously high. Her eyes are off. Just look at that.
Maybe those dresses are made of marijuana.
They might be. Oh my god. Oh, this is everything I could have hoped for. You know what? Pony Life can stay if we just get more stuff like this. I mean, just a weird buck teeth thing is going on, but just the eyes. Yeah, I guess the only way she could do pony life is being high 24/7.
Also, apparently, hemp is very good clothing.
Well, first of all, hemp doesn't get you high.
Yeah. Let's see. And looking at the comments, I think we're the only ones that have noticed that Rarity's eyes are completely messed up like that.
Good on you, Second. You discovered something that no one else noticed and had approved.
Oh, dear world. Okay, actually, okay, so that's the background, huh? Guys, get your minds out of the gutter.
Creature, you really have to find that back.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not that bad. It really isn't. In fact, it could be considered cute if you didn't immediately start thinking like, yeah, let's face it. Honestly, though, I'm highly curious how this is going to go, just because I don't know what to expect out of any of this. I mean, yeah, they look all bouncy and animated, but considering what we saw in that commercial to this, it doesn't look all that bad, and they actually kind of have a little cute design, kind of like somebody chibified it in fan art. So, best way to think of it is think of this as like a line of fan art that somebody made that actually works with Hasbro. That's probably the best way to survive this right now, and hope for the best.
I was thinking more of the fact that Hasbro saw Teen Titans and said, "Hey, we could do that."
No. We're going to pretend that isn't going to happen this way, and because we just saw what happened when they see Teen Titans and think that we could do that. We just saw images of Roar.
Well, okay. To be honest, that was Cartoon Network doing it again.
Yeah, I know. It's still scary.
I don't know. Have we really seen Disney try to pull something like that? I mean, who knows? Maybe Disney will actually get the formula right.
To be fair, the Owl House is probably connected to Gravity Falls.
No, Alex Hirsch just happens to be a voice.
Does Owl House have the same kind of design there?
Not really.
Okay, I could kind of see slight inspirations, but it doesn't look like overly cartoonish either, though. And Disney has earned enough credit in their randomness that it may not be all that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do see the same. I don't see the same design, but I can kind of get some of the atmosphere, just like the overly cartoonish characters. Owl House may not be bad. I'm not gonna judge it, and because I did see snippets.
First episode's actually really good.
Yeah.
And I did see snippets of Roar, and that's why I'm terrified as hell. So, Anyway, let's go ahead and move on here. That is it for the news, or at least in the most part of the news. I should, however, mention that we did get a little bit more extra news. Unfortunately, the person that provided said news couldn't stay. So, we recently got back in contact with Hana-chan, our resident friend that would pop in here and there and talk to us here on the show. So looks like she is actually doing well, and in fact is right now married Hana-chan. So, Hana-chan is now married.
Good on her.
As for everything else, I pretty much left it open so that we could grill her into submission, but unfortunately she had to leave, so it's kind of a shame there. But yeah, Hana-chan, if anybody remembers her, good old friend of the show. I'm glad to hear that she's doing alright. And with that, let us go ahead and go into content creation. Of course, the fan submissions and suggestions, my challenge of the week was phones. Which, unfortunately, well, we did get some entries.
I got a phone.
but I was not able to submit my entry, which I'm going to go ahead and describe it a little bit what I was planning on doing. I was going to have Circuit there with a big old goofy look on his face. And in the corner, I was going to have somebody he was talking with. And it was going to be somebody else, and not Twilight Sparkle, but somebody which would suggest a possible shipping. In order to just drive you all crazy, because I think it would be funny as hell to drive you all crazy like that. But it has not been done yet. It has not been done yet, but it will be done. Just not yet. But in the meantime...
did you mention the Dual Cartoonist channel?
I did not. Apparently that little bit of news got deleted off of me. So let me... Okay.
No, it's there.
Oh, really? Well, I mean, it got deleted off of my tabs. I usually have all the news on tabs so I can just shuffle through them quickly.
Okay.
I did not, though. I did not. Oh, no. Here it is. How did I... Oh, I know what happened. I goofed it a bit. Okay. So, yeah, sorry. We're jumping back into news here real fast, but we didn't really talk about the submissions anyway. So, Dual Cartoonists. The YouTube channel of the animator that did Children of the Night, as well as a few other ones. But let's face it, 90% of everybody remembers Children of the Night more than anything.
The Moon Rises was pretty good.
Oh no, the Moon Rises was great. I also liked the Child Discord and Angel Bunny getting them fight with a cookie.
Oh yeah.
There was some really good stuff. It was really amazing stuff. And unfortunately the channel went dormant a few years back after attempts. There was a few attempts to make some more animated series and they didn't go so well. And recently, after the Kappa Hammer started to come down, Duo Cartoonist channel was removed by the creator. So this wasn't removed due to Kappa. It wasn't removed due to YouTube. It looks like Duo Cartoonist took it down. However, the reasons why, we do not know. There was plenty of talk in the past that Dual Cartoonist wasn't really interested in sticking around to do pony stuff. And it could be that this might have happened due to fears of what could happen with Kappa. It could have also been that they just wanted to wipe the slate clean, which unfortunately has been a trend with some of the content creators out there after they've decided that they no longer want to do pony stuff. They just wipe the slate clean, and I honestly don't know why, but again, YouTube and Kappa, it's kind of hard thing. It's a hard thing to keep open when you don't know what will happen.
True. Although I'm kind of happy with things like Animated James keeping up the YouTube channel, but just not posting there no more.
Well, Animated James did it in a good way of just saying discontinued channel and moving on. But it is still incredibly disappointing that their content was removed. However, at the same time, it's not something... it is something to be sad about. But at the same time, there are alternatives. So, one of the big ones is, of course, Deleted Pony Videos, who I go to a lot for content that was scrubbed by original creators. Oh, that's weird. I thought they had it up before. Okay, so I did see... Well, maybe they're doing it a little at a time here, but I saw Deleted Pony Videos did put up Children of the Night, or I thought they did, but they did put up Heaven's Light, which was an animatic.
Oh, Heaven's Light made me cry. I kind of figured it was Chrysalis, but the way that song goes and the visuals, oh...
But you can also just do quick search of Children of the Night, and you can probably find several different versions. You can also probably find it on Daily Motion or in other places. So there are plenty of places to find it, download it, and capture it. And you can also reach out to other people that back up their stuff, and you can get it from there too. But it is still a shame that it's gone from the main source. and it is nice that other people will keep it up, but it really does hurt that that amazing content just gets deleted without a second thought. But
yeah, it stinks, but hey, that's life.
Well, it's just kind of the beast we have to deal with online content.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, yeah.
Cab, it's very nice that we have like Pony Archive and people like Circuit that basically try and download all content.
Well, Caprioni, maybe Hazbin Hotel will continue to go on. I don't know. Who knows what'll go on with that, but
hey, they have a pretty good series and we've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm with DM12 and Caprioni. Thank goodness for the Pony Archive. Speaking of which, I think, is it the Pony Archive or yeah, I think it's the Pony Archive.
Yep.
Speaking of which, the Pony Archive is a group of wonderful, wonderful bronies out there that are combing through every single inch of the internet, making sure to grab every single video, image, game, whatever they can, and putting it into a massive archive server in order to make sure that this stuff stays around forever. Granted, it has so much stuff and so many weird different ways that it's put together that if you ever did try to delve into it, it's a literal shaft of so much stuff. However, if you've seen it at one point and you think it may still be out there and you're hoping to find it, there's a good chance it will be here at the Pony Archive. So I want to give them a quick shout out. If you want to help out, you can always give them funds because they're always going to need money in order to keep the servers. The servers are located on site in their locations. They are not they're not held up by a cloud group or anything, so they host their own servers. Which is, a lot of people do enjoy and appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. And true, Caprioni, not all heroes wear capes. Some of them are ponies that just want to make sure the fandom lives beyond us.
And we also want to make sure the fandom keeps going. So, as much as it is sad to see some of this stuff go, I do also want to encourage people to continue creating and making more stuff, so that the fandom has new things that they can grab onto and enjoy. I mean, speaking of which, I'm getting back into content creation, which is the whole point of that. Phones! And also the Protest Initiative Challenge by Coldust.
Badmouth train, see what happens.
No, he'll probably go jumping into another chat room and start yelling at him immediately before realizing he's in the wrong chat. But we do have the Protest Initiative Challenge by our trained aficionado. Our trained de force. Oh, there he is right there. Hey, Coldust.
Hello.
So, we have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Yes! Oh, wait, from last week? Shit, what was it?
I don't know. I know you could do
shipping, that's right.
Darn it, I was going to start doing Seuss rhymes. Yes, shipping! And, of course, we did get quite a bit of entries here. Actually, we got 2.
I think
nice.
But
you know what? I think that this has just been one of those weird weeks that everybody's just trying to get back on the level after the weird holiday season. And I don't know. It feels like everybody and their grandmother. Well, yeah, but I feel like everybody and their grandmother were getting sick last week too. Wait, did we get 3? I only saw 2, or did I miss one?
Let's see. You got Vaguely.
Oh, Vaguely Creepy. I'm sorry, Vaguely. Thank you. I see it right there. I actually looked I checked 3 times and I did not see it until now, and I don't know why.
Blind.
Yeah, we'll go with that. So, we're going to go with Toa first to make some quote-unquote animated one. I can only say animated because the text is animated. And unfortunately, Toa left no hesitation between words. This is literally flickering like... Toa, really?
How many frames did you put for each thing?
Did you even put the frames before this thing?
I did 4 frames per each thing. Unfortunately, it didn't want to save, hence why I put it down in the description. So neat.
Okay.
Hey. I want to give Toa some credit. He's trying to push himself. He's trying to, he's trying to expand into new areas. So, hey, there we go. I mean, yes, it's going to be a little bit rocky at first because, hey, none of us are used to things whenever we do them first time. So you know what, Toa? You get points this week.
Thank you, Cole. You're not going to like where it goes, though.
The fact is that he's animated stuff before. That's why I'm giving him crap. Moving on to it, though.
Oh, okay. But, I mean... yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and go into...
encouraging.
No, you did. You
That
did.
is a rude phone.
Toa, someone left their phone at the bar. Should I open it? Cole, you sure that's a good idea? I mean, there could be some personal info out front. Personal info... What?
Personal info out front. Basically, you put on the screen and suddenly they have a list there. I don't know why.
Someone forgot to close an app, possibly.
I would say on it, not on out front. It makes it. I don't know. That sounds weird. Anyway, fair enough. Fair, but the screen is weird. Push to find your soulmate. Thanks for registering. You and Coldust have been shipped.
Oh,
I wonder whose phone that is.
never mind. I don't like this plan.
You know what? I made the joke. I feel responsible for him. But I will go.
You get negative 12 points.
Okay, so Toa gets the angry shipping trophy. And also the frame per second trophy.
Circuit.
Yes.
Circuit.
We also have Vaguely Creepy Story. Let's go ahead and read that and see if that might make Coldust happier. Okay. Speaking of which, did you read last week's story, Coldust?
I did. It was great.
Okay, then. Okay, Mad as a Hatter by Vaguely Creepy. Look, I don't care about your terms and conditions. I paid for same-day shipping, so I expect same-day shipping. Suki all but yelled into the receiver in his hoof, doing everything he could not to start directly berating the representative on the other end of the line as he lobbed a heavy bottle at a growling sombrero that had gotten too close for comfort. No, you listen to me. Do you know what I ordered? A curse removal kit. Do you know why someone would order a curse removal kit with same-day shipping? Because they currently have a curse that needs removing. Waiting is literally not an option. Glancing up over the bar, Suki was just in time to see a barrage of silverware, plates, and cutlery come flying out of the kitchen at the advancing army of headwear, accompanied by Deathlight and Tech shouting, "Get bucked!" in unison. The improvised projectiles were surprisingly effective, slowing the advance of a platoon of living Stetsons, enough for them both to dodge past and get to the supply closet. Meanwhile, bolts of electricity and crushing hammer blows were being rained down from the far corner of the bar by Circuit Main and Crazy Matt respectively, tearing and smashing any felt unlucky enough to get in their reach. The pair were obviously tiring, though, as were the rest of the staff. The only one who wasn't wearing themselves out was Coldust, laughing maniacally from atop the pile of broken tables and chairs in the center of the bar room. He cried out gleefully as his magic continued to run wild, bolts of dark magic lashing out from the cursed badge on his own hat. Several quick flashes of light summoned a wave of trapper hats that started to fly around like angry bats, with their ear flaps being before one huge pulse of magic charged up and shot through the hole in the ceiling, forming into a giant top hat that fell on top of the building with a heavy thud. Hats! Huh. Guess that fixes the roof problem, Suki mused for a second before returning to his attention to the phone. Okay, listen, I don't care who you put me through to, your supervisor or your CEO or whoever, but I need to talk to someone now because... Suddenly, over the din of the raging battle, he could barely hear a knocking on the door, followed by someone cheerfully, obliviously calling out, "Equestrian Postal Service, ultra-fast delivery." Oh, thank God. Okay, look, ma'am. The package just arrived. Thank you for your patience. I'm sorry for yelling. And please tell your supervisor I'm giving you the highest recommendation. I gotta go. Bye! Hanging up the phone, Suki took a breath to steel himself before vaulting over his barrier with a war cry, broken bottle in his grasp. Now, if only he could just get to the door. Cold Dust, how could you? The only thing I can do is thank you for at least having some sense of taste and not summoning a bunch of fedoras. Or would they just keep tipping and keep saying "milady" and not actually doing anything?
That
would be trilbies. That would be trilbies.
That would become mental warfare.
Yeah. And trilbies, actually. That would actually be trilbies.
Also, I think Bailey keeps forgetting I'm also a part of this thing, and I would be gutting down stuff with my Gatling arm.
Fair enough.
I just want to know what crazy things did I accidentally do to their hat to make it cursed.
Well, it looks like it was a badge. It looks like it was a badge on the hat, so...
Exactly.
Knowing Cole, he might have accidentally summoned said badge.
Actually, knowing us, we might have summoned the badge.
Either way, someone in the group summoned the badge.
Isn't it fun?
the badge or suffer my curse.
We don't have your slab.
Moving on. We also have Ponyman64, who also submitted a written entry. This one, of course, was directly posted into our Discord, so I'm just cleaning it up here real fast. And since I just read the vaguely creepy story, does anybody want to take this one, or should I go ahead and make it 2 for 2? 2 for 2 it is. Ponyman64. Derpy was on her phone. She scrolled through Hoofbook, despite there being nothing really interesting. She needed something to do. Hold on, sorry. She needed something to do during the lull before business started picking up at the post office. Derpy holstered her phone as the first customer entered. The pony walked up to the desk and placed a plush doll of Twilight Sparkle on it. Derpy put a box on the table and put the doll inside. The pony then put a doll of a blue jay next. The pony then put a doll of a blue jay next to her. Derpy didn't recognize him at first. Then she remembered it was Mordecai from Regular Show. The pony paid for a shipping label and put it in the send pile. The next pony came in. She put a doll of Pinkie Pie and Dan from Dan Versus in the box. Some think it's a weird, but it makes sense. It kind of sense if you stop and think about it. Sorry, I tried to clean that up, but I don't exactly know what they were going with.
Some think it's a weird ship, I think is supposed to be the phrase.
Maybe, yeah. The next pony had a Twilight doll too, but he shipped her with a Spider-Man action figure. Derpy took good care of this one, as it was one of her favorites. An OC walked in. He put a plush of himself in the box. Next, he put in... it was a Derpy doll. The OC pony blushed as Derpy taped the box and scanned the label. She made sure to write down the return address and put it in her pocket for later. A pony Derpy recognized named Marked Target Boomer entered. Oh, I see. Okay, it's 2 words. A pony Derpy recognized named Marked Target Boomer entered. He was red with a bomb striking a bullseye cutie mark. "Oh, hi, Mark," said Derpy. "Hello, Derpy. I would like to send a letter." "Okay, who would you like to send it to?" "Brangelina." "Brangelina? Okay, Boomer." Later, Lyra came in and packed a talking Celestia with a Discord statue. After she left, Derpy got a text which read, "Did you see Bon Bon last week? She shipped a flutter cord with a Discord." Derpy texted back, "OMG, Lyra was literally just in here. She said Discord with Celestia." Derpy looked up from her phone and saw Pony behaving in a very suspicious manner. Derpy pressed a secret button for security. The odd pony placed a box on the counter, and Derpy opened it to inspect. The pony objected, but Derpy proceeded anyway. Yep, it's just as she expected. Action figures of Rey and Kylo Ren from Star Wars. Derpy hit the security button again, and the two guard ponies emerged from the side room, one shouting the usual meme of "Stop right there, criminal scum!" They dragged the Raylo pony away. Is that really the shipping term? Never mind.
Yep,
They dragged the Raylo pony away, and Derpy sent the package to the incinerator. Just another day at the post office that Discord made.
My head hurts.
No, I found it funny. Also, the reason it's Raylo, because if you say Ren, then it's just referring to one.
Okay, so for awards, for Vaguely Creepy, I give him the Top Hat Over a Building award. And also the Thank You for No Fedora or Trilby award. Circuit, what did you do? Why did these 3-year-old pictures and Tumblr post all of the Commander something? I do what I do every night, Commander. Try and talk about ponies.
Yes,
Unfortunately,
he brought up
not
bananas,
always
so he
available.
brought up those old pictures.
And somehow it must have brought him back up to life.
Oh my god. Sorry, I was looking at another server, and holy crap, it's real.
What is real?
There's a sequel game to Uno.
Golf?
Yes.
Oh my god.
It's actually called Dose.
Oh my god.
It's official. It is official.
Okay, Ponyman64, your award is trying really, really hard not to make a horrible joke because now we know Dose exists.
So many memes.
Your
That's your award. So many memes.
The meme, you get the meme award and the literal shipping award. But yes, wonderful awards to everybody. And next week's challenge. You know what? I said it. I'm going to do it. Next week's challenge is not literally just Circuit. We're going to open it up a little bit, not so it's not just me, but launching out of an airlock. Is it Circuit once again because they keep thinking he's an alien? Is it because of a weird potted plant that smells funny? Is it Toakoi because he won't stop interrupting chats? Or is it actually just they just want to shoot somebody out of an airlock because they think it's fun to shoot really quickly through space for a moment? Or maybe it's not even an airlock. Maybe it's just a door and they just kind of get catapulted through it. Either case, launching out of an airlock is next week's challenge. Granted, it's not as open-ended, but it's also completely silly. And also,
Don't kill me.
And also, a big, big shout out to Commander Something for the awesome, awesome, awesome art.
That's his old art style, and he's like, I don't know why.
No,
it's still good, man.
The new thing that he was doodling today.
He literally doodled this because of the weird crap of what we were joking about during the pre-show. So, yeah, he did this in an hour. I wish I could do this in an hour. I want to be able to do this in an hour.
Oh, that one. I thought it was the other one. Yeah, he does good art, and he does it quick at times.
It is really awesome stuff, Commander. I really love it. It is beyond amazing. But that is my challenge of the week. And now we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge.
Protest Initiative Challenge this week is pulp.
As in, like, the stuff that paper's made out of?
Any definition of pulp is fine. Be that the stuff that paper is made out of, the stuff inside orange juice, just like somebody being beaten to a pulp. Maybe even pulp fiction, as in, like, well, you know, yeah.
The genre or the Tarantino movie?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a lot of concern with the literal combination of launching out of an airlock and pulp.
Got it. I'm just going to write that down on the site as pulp with, in parentheses, you choose your own definition.
Yeah.
Yep. Pulp.
Please don't.
What's in it?
I admit we are an unrated podcast. Please don't submit something really gory and messy. Please, we aren't those kind of people.
I just want to point out that I chose this before you announced that I was going to be launched out of an airlock.
I know, I know, but it feels a little too coincidental.
I was just thinking about pulpwood because
Ooh, pine tree.
railroads.
Pikery could be good.
Sure, all right. Pulp.
Because that's technically frozen pulp.
Pulp.